on the computer. So anyway, welcome everyone. We're going to talk about 10 stages to online duplication. And hey, happy Monday, happy Tuesday for those out in the East Coast. If you're on the Facebook Live, drop a comment. Let us know where you're from as well. We're out of Los Angeles. And I know Isham is out in Destin, Florida. We have a global team out there. And today we're going to talk about the 10 stages to online duplication. Dee's good to see you. John's good to see you. Zoe, Bear. All right. From Mexico, from Australia. We got 914 from New York. What's up? I'm from 917, off by 3. So Pennsylvania in the house. Owing Mills, good to see you, Shirley. And all right. So I'm going to go. Kristen's good to see you out as well from out in Australia in Queensland. So I'm going to turn off my webcam as well. By the way, how do you like these hats? We got something cool for you all. All right, so stay tuned. Show you in a second. But anyway, my purpose-driven life to have a positive impact as many lives as possible. Thank you for being on here. My vision is to have to help you out here. And today we're going to talk about online duplication. And now, I have 3 beliefs. Number 1, we believe we're all born with unlimited potential, and MLM unleashes that potential. Number 2, we believe MLM allows us to give back more to our world. And number 3, we believe MLM allows us to be better parents, because always leading by example. And our vision at MLM Nation is to empower 10,000 distributors to achieve a full-time income. And it was to give leaders a platform to make an even bigger impact. Leaders like Christine, who's on here with like a big team out there, like a 6-figure earner, and some of you as well. So here's something cool. All right, I actually just thought of this. I told Isham about like an hour ago. Hey, I want to do something cool. You ready? Here it is. Type in the 1 if you want to hear something cool. All right. So here's a chance. People have been asking me about these hats, and I normally we don't sell these. Okay, but here's your chance. You can win a free MLM Nation hat. How is that? All right. I thought it was something cool. We get select 5 winners out there. All you have to do is send us a message at MLM Nation. So message us at MLM Nation. A couple of ways to do it. Just go to, if you're on your phone, you can hit the message button. Go to MLM Nation, hit the message. If you're on desktop, there's the message button. Or go to m.me/MLM Nation. I figured desktop or mobile, that's way easier. And type in hat. So put in the word hat in the message, and then we will select 5 lucky winners. All right. But here's the thing. You have to be at the end, to the end of the presentation, and we'll announce the winners. You must be at the end. If you're not at the end, then you can't claim it, then sorry. We wouldn't want that to happen, right? So 5 lucky winners up there, free hat. Okay. So send a message now. And no, not a message here, Rial, through Facebook Messenger. Okay, through Facebook Messages, so we can communicate. Here's the thing. We like to find ways to help you out. And once we close this chat, we won't lose it. So send us a Facebook Messenger now. And Isham, you can message me if people are doing it. And throughout the training, I'll let you remind you as well. Okay, you can also type in questions or specific things you want to learn. That should be. All right, so I'm turning off my video. I'll turn it back on. If you want to send us a message. So we're going to talk about the 10 stages to online duplication. There's lots of things to cover. All right, so now I know there's trainings out there that teach you how to recruit online. But there's no trainings that teach you how to duplicate online. Okay, there's no trainings that teach you how to duplicate online. So before we go into, I'm going to share a little bit of my background. That is my crazy team there. We have 4 boys, 3 human, 1 dog, and my beautiful wife. And I got started in network marketing in 2003. So I've been at this game for quite some time. I got started last year. And I had early struggles. You know, I never did sales nor marketing. I didn't know how to talk to people. And I didn't have many local contacts. How many of you can relate to me? All right. And my early struggles, I made no money. I actually decided to pull out my back office. This is November 2003, made $0. December 5th, 2003, $0. December 19th, 2003, $0. January 2004, still $0. 2 months in the business, still made 0. Does it relate to any of you? Okay. So January 9th, still $0. January 16th, $0. January 23rd, then I had my breakthrough, $200. My first check, $200. How many of you know what was the turning point? Okay, turning point. And, you know, to answer your questions, it will be recorded, okay? So, but focus on online duplication. That is what my focus was. I say, you know, because I grew up in, like I said, I'm from New York. I'm a 917. I moved to Los Angeles. I didn't have many friends. I was kind of shy, quiet person. I'm not very outgoing, right? I learned to meet people, but back then I was very shy, quiet. I did meet people in the gym, the community, but wasn't enough. So I started building online since 2004. And I'm going to share with you 3 online strategies I used to build $1 million business. Okay, I'm going to share 3 things that really the milestones for me. The first one is 2004. I learned to leverage off leaders. So people in my company that were, every company out there isn't a celebrity or someone that's well known. It could be if you're in the health products, some Olympic athlete or some motivational speaker that spoke at your company event. There's always someone that's well known, right? So what we did was we had a very famous author speaker in our company, and he was, speak and do his things. He'd be on TV, radio, and every time they did that, people Google him. And when people Googled him, we ran certain type of ads. We were in different groups that popped up. So, and we also in bookstores. So we actually, found a way to drop off a little note in the book. And then when people read the book, opened up, there was a little postcard in there. They'll go right to the website. Right? But we got some leads there, but most of the leads came online. I was like, that's too slow, the bookstore, that we just put advertising on there. And every time someone searched something with a landing page, one simple website, and we got tons of leads there. Okay. Tons of leads on there. So that was actually one of the big things. And I think this is something all of you can do. Right now, you may not, Google is much difficult now, but you can find Facebook groups where these celebrities, maybe as an Olympic athlete or someone who uses your products, someone who endorses your products, your company's products or services, and you can find someone there. Okay, Facebook groups, and find those groups there and engage with people. This is helpful in any sense. Okay, type in a 1 if this makes sense for you. It's helpful. Okay. All right. Okay. So next strategy is Malaysia. My company opened up in Malaysia. I did not know one person in Malaysia, not even one person in Malaysia. But what we did was we targeted people who wanted to work at home. So there are work at home groups out there. There's work at home forums online. There are people who are tired of MLM, right? In Malaysia, network marketing is kind of popular, but people didn't want to do network marketing, but they didn't want to do network, but we do it online. So we would do webinars, and it was something new, right? Something new out there. And that is one of the things we focus on. We target specific forums, groups. We did some display advertising for people who are looking to work at home. A lot of them were either corporate executives, corporate people, smart people, but they were too busy, business people who believed in network marketing but didn't have time. They wanted to find an alternative way. And we were the first ones to do a webinar meetings online. Actually, it's so funny because during then, a lot of people didn't get webinars in 2007 in Malaysia, but we taught them. And once they saw it, they jumped on board. We were one of the first teams that did that in 2007. And we got a lot of stay-at-home moms. And this was actually in the first month of the company opened up, we had over 400 enrollments. Okay, so that was really, really key. We got all these rank advancements. The last online strategy is in Philippines, the same thing. Philippines in 2008. This time I used Facebook. We ran a couple of Facebook ads that are looking for people who wanted. Now Philippines, they love network marketing. Actually, if you can see me here, I'm right in the middle here. Okay, right there. This is my team. We built an 80,000 people organization. 60,000 were from the Philippines. And also, we ran two different type of ads. One was targeting for people like network marketing, but waiting for American company to come in. We wanted one stable company with track record. Another thing, we targeted people who wanted, again, work at home, something part-time. And so we, out of the leads, what I did was we'll communicate and we'll message them. And then we would set up a Skype call using Skype. This is before Facebook Live or Facebook Messenger or even FaceTime was available. We just set up a Skype call, messaged them. I had meetings set up. I met a couple people and then on Skype, and then we confirmed the meetings. So when I went to the Philippines, I had about 20 hot prospects ready to meet me and join already. Actually, one of them was this guy, Ed. One of the first meetings I remember meeting with him on Skype, and then when I get there, he was one of our first meetings, and then he got his leaders in there. He was a leader of a big group, but they're just looking for a home, and they joined on. I met with him in September 2008, and then they got in November 2008, took a little follow-up. I went there. By the way, if you ever go into a new market, don't just go there. Make sure you have meetings set up, okay, before you go out there. make sure you have meetings set up before you just go out to the new market because you're wasting a lot of money. So I had at least 20-something meetings set up, and all these prospects of people I found online before I signed them up. All right, so in 2012, I was the #1 fastest growing distributor, and that was me on stage. Okay, out of over 200,000 distributors, I was the #1 fastest growing distributor. And then I had a dream wedding. So this was out in top of LA. And then this was our honeymoon, went to Bora Bora. And this was the cool part. I was able to take basically 5 months off. This was back in June 2008. Then this Bora Bora for our honeymoon. This is my wife and I. We went to, this is really cool, going to these little Motu Islands. And then we also able to go to two honeymoons. We went to China Olympics, and then that's a ticket. So we got there. This is Beijing Olympics in 2008. 9 years ago, we went to the water cube to watch Michael Phelps. And then that's our family. So family right there. We have 3 boys. As you can tell, we not only can build teams, but we are very good at duplication. So duplicating a family. So you see, that's my youngest son. And then he looks exactly like me, like a mini me. I always joke around. And then my 2 other ones, they look exactly like my wife, right? And then we have the white fluffy one. So that's my family. One of the cool things is, this business allowed me to spend a lot of time with my kids during the home, especially baseball. My oldest son is really into baseball. And part of our routine is, any of you follow me on Facebook, we practice a lot. So we practice 5-6 days a week in the backyard or at the park during the day. And it's very, very exciting. That's actually one of my highlights. And this is one of the best days of my life. This is back in August. In the middle of the day, we were in Vancouver for a 2-week vacation and just decided to take a road trip to Seattle, of all places, and went to the most beautiful stadiums in Safeco Field. Okay, so just doing that. So that's a little bit about my background. Now I'm going to go right into the detail. By the way, don't forget, here's a chance to win a free MLM Nation hat. Send us a Facebook message. Type in hat. Just 3 ways to do it: mobile, desktop, or go to the link right there. Also, if you have specific things you want me to cover on this presentation, type them in as well. My team out there with Mike and Aishim, they're monitoring the Facebook messages. They will send it to me. Anything you want me to cover, I don't cover, I'll make sure I cover them. All right? So send me a Facebook message, but you got to stay to the end. Type in hat in the message, stay to the end, and we'll go through your questions, and also we'll choose the lucky winners at the end. All right? Cool. Okay, so 10 stages to online duplication. So why online duplication? Number 1, it's easier. Okay, much easier than the traditional way. And now, I'm not saying the traditional way doesn't work, but it's much easier, quicker. Okay, easier because you don't need to be a good speaker, talker, right? You don't need to talk well. Everyone can type in there. It's quicker as well because you can reach to way more people. It's also less expensive. You don't have the travel costs. Like when I went to Philippines, Malaysia, I connected with people online already. I basically signed them up before I went out there. So saved me a lot of money. I just didn't go out there out of blind faith, hoping people would join. Okay, it was also simple to duplicate. I'll share with you why. Why is it simple to duplicate? Because people don't need to present. Presenting is one of the hardest things. I mean, people are scared, often scared to present, right? So you don't need to worry about the presenting part. And also, you can, last benefit, you can expand to new markets. It doesn't matter where you live. And basically, for me, I did online duplication because I was out of necessity. I live in LA, but most of my contacts from 917 area code, 212, they're in New York. So I just needed out of necessity. But once I built my team using online, I was able to also go out to new markets. I shared with Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, Miami with a Latino team there. So that's one of the benefits. Okay, so let's talk about the 10 steps. Number 1, you have to visualize. Before anything, is the book Think and Grow Rich. See yourself as a good online marketer. And you can do that. Anyone can build online now. Okay, anyone. It doesn't matter. And here's the cool thing is because people don't know your past, right? Unlike some of you, your most negative friends, most negative prospects are your friends and family. When you do it online, people don't know that. So visualize yourself. I didn't know anything about online. It's so easy now because of the smartphone. Did you know, like a lot of, I do MLM Nation. Most of you know that most of the 7-figure earners now, they're all doing online. So you can do it as well. Okay, it's the easiest time for anyone to be a top earner thanks to technology. So see yourself, right? See yourself being So it always starts with visualizing. But if you have a negative attitude, I can't do this, it's too hard, then it's probably not for you. But if you have the desire to see that you can one day do it, you'll be successful, okay? So visualize. Number, see yourself, close your eyes and visualize you getting endless leads in there, people commenting, liking your posts. That is the first step. Now, number 2 is content creation. Content creation, you have to be creating content every day. Now, content creation, I'm going to give you a couple simple steps, okay? Number 1 is you want to, what type of content? You want to inspire, educate, and entertain, okay? Everyone say that. Inspire, educate, entertain. Type that in. Inspire, educate, entertain. That's all you need to do. Now, think of content. Now, if sometimes we feel like educate, actually put an education here, is educate. People think that you need to educate is more important. No, people like to be inspired and entertained more than educated. Okay, and what type of, where do you get the content from? You know, you read a book, you're reading books, or something you listen from podcasts, or from team trainings, or from some type of Facebook Live on Facebook. Share that. Just because it's not from you doesn't mean people don't like it, because people want to hear from a different perspective. And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit in the end, okay? Here's another tip is think in themes. So it's something that you learn, think in themes. If you're going to say, hey, go, if you even ask me, Simon, go create some type of content, it could be hard for me. Right? But if you think of themes, and say, hey, Simon, can you create a time management tip? Okay, I can give you a time management. I can give you 1 or 3, 5 time management tips. Actually, I have an entire course about it. I can give you some, 20. But even for you, everyone here, I'm sure you know 1 or 2 time management tips, right? Type in a 2 if you agree. Everyone of you here know at least 1 or 2 time management tips that you've heard before, correct? So, but if I told you go create some type of content, it's like, where do I start? So think in themes. Think of things that what people want to learn. So time management is definitely one of them. Maybe more energy is one of them. Maybe personal finance is one of them. Write down a couple of categories, themes, and then you tackle them. So don't say, well, today, what the heck am I going to post, right? Because that's difficult. Say, hey, today I'm going to go and work on, time management tips. And you sit there for 10, 50 minutes. This is what I call, you create a routine and you batch create at one time. So if I'm going to ask you, like Lisa, go out there tomorrow and spend 10 minutes on writing 2 or 3 time management tips. You can probably come up with 2 or 3 time management tips within 10 minutes, right? Because your batch create, because our brains are conditioned to think in categories and themes. It's much, much easier. Now, if I say, well, go out there and create 3 pieces of content, you're like, where do I start, right? So we tend to think in categories. That's one of the brain hacks. Just talking about how our brain works. So same thing for me. If I'm teaching something about objection handling, if I'm teaching something about motivational, if I'm teaching something about time management or objection handling or online or how to duplicate Facebook, I always think of a category. Then I sit down for 10, 15 minutes, come up with 2 or 3 things. Okay, it's much, much quicker. Now, and then I would add the images later. Okay, I would add the images later. Now, don't ever feel that I need original content, because even though the content, whether you're taking something from Jim Rohn or you take something from me, right, or the top trainers, people want to know your perspective, okay? Because it's the same content, but could be from different perspectives. So share your story behind it. Share your perspective about it. Share how does it make you feel, okay? So that is, think about your perspective. So think about in a news station, right? Why do so many different news stations? The CNN, NBC, Fox, all these different news. News is news. Why do we need so many news? Because people are always looking for a different perspective, the way you're interpreting that, right? So when you share something, good thing is share what it means to you. Share from the heart. How does it inspire you? So you have a quote. Don't just put the quote there. Talk about how it inspired you, right? Maybe you put a picture of yourself about there. That is what people are looking for. Again, remember, people are waiting to inspire, educate, or entertain. And how you set up a calendar is you just block off time, like in the first thing in the morning, you do content for 10 minutes. Everyone has 10 minutes. Okay? Everyone has 10 minutes to do a piece of content. You can wake up 10 minutes earlier, make it the first thing you do. All right, I'm going to move on. I'll take some questions afterwards. Next is for the 10 steps. You want to build your list, right? Building your list. So you want to find prospects on Facebook. So first step is determine your avatar. Who is your ideal prospect? Because you want to create content that relates to people. If you want to create content that relates to everyone, you're missing the mark is also very difficult. So advertise your ideal prospect. So what I mean by that is like the age range. What's the age range of your ideal prospect? What's the gender? And also, most important, what are they interested in? What are your ideal prospect? What are they interested in? I mean, what magazines would they read? Well, maybe they don't have time, but if they did have time, what would they read? What are the clubs they join? What are the communities they belong to? Are they in fitness communities? Are they in like public speaking communities? Are they in the church communities? What cooking communities, cooking classes, or maybe PTA in the school? What communities are they in? And so Facebook has made it so easy. You can meet new friends in groups and pages. Meet them in where your ideal prospect will be in, right? So think about it. Your leader that you want to, where are they hanging out? And you go there to meet friends. So example, a leader that would be good in business probably likes Tony Robbins. Would you agree? Right? Tony Robbins. So I just type in Tony Robbins. Like this is a group called Tony Robbins Crew. There are like 4,000 members there. You think there are pretty good prospects here? There'll be a couple of decent prospects here. Absolutely, right? Because they are into Tony Robbins, they're in personal development, personal empowerment. So they will be much easier you don't have to convince them, like, get off your butt and do something in life, right? So go out, you can find prospects there. Another one, think about the hobbies. Now, one thing I don't like to do is I don't like to go into business groups to find people. Because normally when you go to a business group, what happens? People are normally out there to sell, right? They're out there to sell. Why are they in a business group? Because they want to sell their stuff. So everyone's there. It's not really a genuine relationship building. People always like, oh, I got to sell you something. You got to sell me. A better thing is just join groups of hobbies, because that is also easier for you to connect, right? Have you ever been nervous about in the business group? How do I open a conversation? It's because you're thinking about the business. And if especially you're new, maybe you don't have your belief up there level yet, but join a hobby. Like if you're into running, it's so easy. You can talk endless. Like for me, if I join a baseball group with kids, Little League Baseball, I can talk endless about Little League Baseball, right? If I talk about like personal development, I can talk endless for that. So choose hobbies. So like there's running clubs that's just for running. If you like to exercise, marathon clubs, right? And people who like running or fitness, generally really good prospects because they're very, like talk about people who do marathons, they're very focused. They have a goal. They're goal-oriented people, right? They're not the ones who run one day and then quit, right? They're very goal-oriented, and there's like 16,600 members here. Hiking, if you like hiking groups, I just put in Hiking Los Angeles. There's 840 members in this hiking group, not to mention so many other groups out there, right? In hiking. Hiking Los Angeles, meet friends. Another group, travel. You like travel? There's tons of travel. This is an Asian, Europe backpack traveler. So maybe one of your goals is to backpack in Europe, backpack in Asia. Here's a group for that. And and it's easy to start conversations because think about it. If you wanted to travel, what would you could ask them things about like, what's a good place to go to? Where's the first city? Ask tips. It's very easy to create a genuine relationship there. Another group is like makeup groups. Like if you're doing makeup or skincare and wellness, a makeup group is another great place because these are people who want to look good already. And this is a group that's 68,000 people. So how do you invite people without turning people off? Okay, how do you invite people? So I used to clam. Everyone's typing clam. I'm going to take a drink of water here. Type in clam. I'm going to teach you the clam method. Very, very easy to remember. So clam, yes, is comment on a post. Go out there in a group and comment on a post. So for example, I can go there, hey Ken, thank you so much. Hey, I love you. I loved your post. And I like it. So the post you wrote about running, I really loved it and you like it. It's so inspiring, right? So comment and like it. Now, when people comment or like a post, what do you normally do? You always go back and say, oh, who commented, right? We get our notification set up. Who commented on our post? We go check it out. So you comment a post, people love comments. We love comments. We're always checking. Come on, seriously. How many times do you check your Facebook post for comments, right? So when people comment on a post, that's like the ultimate, aha, great, I got one. So comment on a post, you like a post, and then you add a new friend, add a person. And when you add a person, you can refer back to, hey, just want to add friends. I love the post you comment. That was so inspiring. Love it. I'm here to meet new friends here. I like to run as well. And normally you can mention something about the post, right? I love what you said about running, training for a marathon. I love to connect with you. So comment, like, and add a friend, and then you message them, okay? So what do you message? Couple tips here. Number one, you use their first name. So if I'm commenting to Michelle, hey, Michelle, how's it going? And number two, you want to build commonality. So if I met Michelle in just like a running group, hey, Michelle, how's it going? Hey, we met you were in the Facebook running group, and I love running as well. I run a couple times a day. And then you compliment. I love your post. Your post is very inspiring. Sometimes I don't feel like go running. Your post is super inspiring. Or you can say, hey, your posts are super helpful. I'll think of doing the DC marathon. I saw that, and very, very helpful. Maybe something helps me prepare. Okay, so people love that. You use a name, build commonality, and then you compliment it. Fourth, you create some curiosity, right? So, for example, what I love to run all the time. I run during the day too. When no one else is running, I normally run, and I don't have to worry about the cars and stuff. And I train all the time, right? I have the time to train all the time. Now, I don't say what I do. I create curiosity. Like, I have the time to train all the time. I love running. So people are probably asking, how do you have time to train all the time, right? And then I ask them, hey, so what do you do? Aside from running, what do you do? Okay, now notice I am not selling. I'm creating curiosity, but I'm not selling. And I ask them what they do. So how do you actually invite? There's two ways to invite. If you don't use a Facebook group, then you invite them directly to watch a video or three-way call. If you use Facebook groups, which I highly recommend, you can use ATM. The ATM method, add, tag, message. So let me just talk about how to invite if you don't have a Facebook group. So if you're not using a Facebook group, by the way, you should start one. I actually have a course at Facebook Group Domination that teaches that. If you don't have to start one, just say right now you don't have one, and your upline doesn't have one. So you can say, hey, I'm working on something super exciting. It may or may not be for you, but would you be interested to check out a quick video? Okay, I'm working on something super exciting. It may or may not be for you, but would you be interested to check out a quick video? All right? That's it. Or you can tie it in if you want to just say we met through a running club and I train a lot. Hey, I'm working on something super exciting. It may or may not be for you, but would you be interested to check out a quick video that gives me the time to train for these marathons? Right? Invite, very simple. And if they say yes, then you send them the video. Now, if they say no, then what happens? How do you convince them? They say no. You don't convince them. You let them go. You be friends, right? Again, there's never a bad prospect. It's just the wrong time for the right prospect. The prospect may not be ready, but don't just ditch them because they can be friends. They can give you a referral, right? Stay in touch with them on Facebook, and over time, they will be, because you just met them, they will be curious of what you do. And that's why we talk about the second step is creating content, creating consistent content, create that curiosity. Now, third is how do you invite if you have a Facebook group, what do you do? Say, hey, let me, again, talk about why you should use Facebook groups. Number one, it's super effective because it shows the prospect, the community, the social proof, and how easy the business is, right? I mean, if you do that one-on-one by video, you can't really show that. But here you have a community, social proof, and how easy. And you're not on an island because you have a community. It's the community in the Facebook and your team that's doing the work. And also, your prospect's not on the island. They know when they join, they're not going to be left alone. They have a whole group of people to support them. And that really helps with the belief. And because a lot of the big thing that prevents people from joining is, can I do this? Right? Will you help me? So that, because people are, they give you excuses. I'm too shy. I don't know, I'm too shy. I don't have time. Or will you help me? Or you're new, especially if you're new, how do you know? How can you help me if you're new? But you don't have to worry about that when you have a community, right? So they're also not an island. So here's the ATM method. If someone's interested, add someone who's interested to the group. You tag them in a piece of content that'll be helpful to them. And normally this is the pinned post. For example, it could be a business overview video or the product video. And then you message them to follow up what they like best. Okay? And then use three-way message with the upline. Three-way is very important because it shows, again, the community. So here's a sample script how to invite. Say, hey, I'm part of a Facebook community that's really exciting right now. It's over 1,000 members. Okay, and you can share your why or success story. So, for example, if I want to share, hey, I read a book. I want to do something more fulfilling, and I got started in this group, and it's been so awesome. I love it, and I want to share it. And it may or may not be for you, but I figure you should at least know about it, and that's what's happening. And I can add you to the group for you to check out. Right? You see if they want to be added to the group. Now, just say if you do a product, right? If you want to invite to the product, you have a great product story. Say, hey, I'm part of a Facebook community that's really exciting right now. It's over 1,000 members. I got started because I had some health challenges. I took a product, totally helped me out. And then the group has really helped me with my health. I've gotten healthier, more energy than ever. It may or may not be for you, but I wanted to share. You should at least know about it and what's happening. I can add you to the group to check out. All right? So simple invite there. And the yes, then again, add them to the group, tag them in the pin post, and you message them. Now, what about if they not interested? Do you convince them? No, then you move on. Say, no worries. See, I just want to be friends, connect. Because think about it. You met a friend through your group. That's a hobby, right? The hobby. You have common interests. You be friends with them anyway. Like if you're into hiking, you met another friend into hiking, they're not interested in the group. It's still cool, right? You can hang out and talk to them because they're real people. You're meeting genuine friendships. And like I said, over time, people become interested. And a lot of times, here's the tip though. They may not join the business. They may just be a customer, but they will give you referrals. Treat people. If you're needy and pushy, you turn people off. You want to give the profession bad light. If you have posture, like, hey, no problem, right? Just be friends. They will actually become more and more curious. And they may actually encounter people that be interested, and then they will give you referrals, right? So if they're not interested, you let them go. Okay, the next part is what's called a foolproof follow-up. So we're on the 10 stages to online duplication, and this is stage number 5, which is foolproof follow-up. And by the way, everyone here, you have a chance to win a free hat, MLM Nation hat. Okay, just a reminder, if you want to send us a Facebook message there, and you get one of the free hats. We don't sell these. I just decided this last minute. Just message us on Facebook. You can hit on mobile, desktop, send us a message. And also, if there's something specific you want to cover, we haven't covered yet, type them in there, and my team will gather up those responses, and I'll cover them towards the end. All right, cool. So let's talk about follow-up. Foolproof follow-up is just simple asking people, what did you like best about what you saw? Right? What did you like best about what you saw? And I'm going to give you a tip. If you have people who you sent info and they haven't replied back yet, right? Just say, here's the thing. Don't mention about the business. If it's been a couple of times, a couple of days, just say, hey, you know what? I've been super busy working on this project, but I haven't forgotten about you. Just want to see how you're doing, right? Don't sell them. Just check in on them. Hey, I know I said, it's been a couple of days since we chatted. I've been really busy working my project. Haven't forgotten about you. Just want to see how you're doing. Okay? That would, and then let's see what they say. Now, if they say, they don't say anything about a business, then you move on, right? You move on. That is the key. You move on. Now, what about, I'm going to teach you something to friends, right? Friends, if you have friends who are, how many of you have a friend who's kind of hiding from you? Type in the yes. Tell me if you have a friend who's kind of hiding from you, who hasn't replied back to you, right? Here's the thing. I will teach you something. The reason they're not replying back to you is because they're scared to say no to you, right? They're scared. They don't want to say no. They're not interested. Or they're very busy. They're very busy. So here's what I call the foolproof follow-up formula. You mentioned 4 things. Number 1 is our relationship means more than anything, okay? Our relationship means more, and I'm actually going to type this in for you to see, okay? This is what I call like the witness protection program follow-up, right? Because these people are like disappeared, right? They're kind of like in the witness protection program, you message them, Facebook message them, you call them, they don't reply back, right? But you know they're alive because they're on Facebook. So you want to talk to them about 4 things. Number 1 is the relationship means more than anything. Okay, you want to say the relationship means more than anything. And then it's okay if they don't buy nor join. Okay? You promise you never bring it up again. And number 4 is that can we still hang out and be friends? Right? Simple. Now think about this. If your prospects receive a message like this, how would they feel? Okay, how would they feel? So I'm gonna give you an example. Hey, I'm gonna talk. Hey, John, our friendship means more than. I just want to let you know. I haven't heard from you. Our friendship means more than anything in the world. It's okay. The last thing I sent you. It's okay if you don't buy nor join. I promise I'll never bring it up again. I just want to be friends. I haven't heard from you. I just want to be friends and hang out. Is that okay? Right? How do you think the prospect's gonna feel? They're gonna feel relieved. Right? But you're not going to force it on them. They're going to feel relief because you're not going to force it. So it's very important. You mentioned the relationship means more than anything. It's okay if they don't buy nor join. And you promise you'll never bring it up again. And can you still hang out and be friends? Right? You take a screenshot of this, that will save your relationships. And I'm telling you, what's happening is because you maintain that relationship, the key to recruiting and duplicating is they may not join, but they'll invite you to a party or they give you a referral. And maybe they invite you to a party. It could be a Christmas party. And at that Christmas party is when you meet your superstar. But if you don't connect with that relationship, you basically ruin that relationship. It dies and you never get a referral. Okay. So Andrew, it's good to see that you just did that. Okay. Always keep a good relationship. Always end on a good note. And also, here's the profession a good name. I know everyone on here, you love the profession. Keep the profession a good name. Okay, number 6 is the art of the close. What is the art of the close? Just simply asking them, what can I do to help you get started? Can you always say that? Hey, what can you do to help you get started? Or what did you like best about the information you saw? How can we get you started? Okay, simply asking them. On a scale 1 to 10, 7 not ready, 10 ready to get started, where are you right now? Okay, where are you right now? You're simply asking all the time. Most people don't ask. Ask, yeah, what did you like best about what you saw? Another question, if you were to do this, who are the first people you'll talk to? Right? If you were to do this, who are the first people you talk to? Because you're painting images in their minds that they can do this already. All right, moving on. Number 7 is training new reps. Talk about online to train new reps. I can share a lot of things. One of the cool things about training new reps is welcoming them. That's why online is so important. Like in the old days, like in the offline, you can welcome your new reps through a webinar or through like a home meeting, right? Or like a big meeting. You can get everyone to stand up. Here, you immediately go to the Facebook group and welcome them. Like this is one of my good friends. She's a top leader. Once they sign up, immediately welcome them. Think about this. Within seconds after they sign up, you go to the group because they're in the group already, and you welcome them and you create that culture. Just like 20 people welcoming you. Hey, welcome to the group. How'd you feel? How'd you feel like, because most people, do they get any recognition out there? Do most people out in the world, do they get any recognition of fulfillment, right? In the jobs? They don't, right? You agree? So all of a sudden you join this, you add them to the group and the team just welcome, hey, welcome to the group. How can I have 10, 20 people immediately message you, welcome to the group. How do you think your new distributor will feel? Right? How would your distributor feel if everyone's welcoming them? Is this good? Right? So create that culture of that. You create that culture and people get fired up. They're like, even before they have any rejection, so they say their spouse, oh, this doesn't work. But I just had 20 people that welcome me. They feel good. And when people feel good, they do good. When people feel good, they're inspired to go out there. When people feel good, they're inspired to jump out their comfort zones. When the people feel good, they'll go to the trainings, they'll go to the events. So there you go. Welcome people ASAP. Also, create the Facebook groups to make it fun. Make it fun. Make it fun, okay? Make it fun stuff. You just can't be, and you can also put videos on there, goofy videos. I mean, right now it's like Halloween, right? Or Thanksgiving, Christmas. Create fun themes. Make it fun because people like to join fun. Promoting online events. Here's another cool thing. There's one of I want to coaching clients. Is doing very successful. Is doing calling parties, right? Most downlines, do they do stuff? And not like that. Sometimes they want to do stuff. Maybe they're stuck. They have fear. A calling party is just basically a couple people who get together and make phone calls. So you can do the same thing, but you do it online. So you can use Zoom and just imagine a couple of us. How many of you a couple of us just be on a Zoom and take turns making phone calls, right? You can make phone calls. So even better yet, you can just build on Facebook message. So for example, if I'm reaching out to someone, I just followed up with my prospect John, and I showed on the webcam. Everyone's on the webcam. Hey, look, I just followed up with John. Take a look at this. Look what he said. And your team is watching you do it because leadership is caught, not taught. Okay, leadership is caught. Your team sees you doing it, you do it, and also it's good for you because there are days when you're not that inspired to prospect, right? There are days like, oh, I got to go prospect some people. I want to take a day off. But going to a calling party, not only are you inspiring your team, you're leading by example. Your team is watching you, and you're accountable. So you can do it with as many people as you want, right? But everyone's prospecting for 1 hour. Everyone is prospecting. Some people can be on the phone, some people message you, and then you on the webcam say, hey, just what? I just reached out to Ken. Ken's watching the video right now. Check this out. And you show it to them on the webcam. Okay. You want to encourage the important thing of why this works well is it encourages activity. People sometimes here's a lot of trainings, but what they need is activity, right? And this gets them the activity. This helps your downline start moving and also helps you as well for your own personal recruiting because it keeps you accountable and you're sharing. And a lot of times, especially your leader, people think like, leader like Christine, oh, Christine, you don't get any rejection. You're awesome. I mean, everyone gets rejection. There's no leader that's 100%. They see, wow, Christine, you got a prospect that said no to you too. What do they say? They like to see that, right? Like, wow, Christine also didn't, she also got 3 prospects that said no to her. Then they feel better, okay? So, yeah, by the way, if this is any good, type in a 2. Let me know. This alone will totally, especially if you have a team, will get your team duplicating. All right. Next is training leaders. Training leaders could be a daily group. You can have a Facebook group just for leaders. This is one of my good friends, the top earner, John Melton. Inside a group, just daily communication, right? I know the leaders who do at 7 a.m. in the morning. 7 a.m. just when you start up, people are driving to work, right on Facebook Live inside a group, daily motivation pep talk. Some leaders, like our coaching client, Jared, he does it in the afternoon, during noontime, right? Choose the relevant time, but quick messages to keep your team plugged in. Hey, quick messages. And I guess the best times are normally while they're on their way out of work or in the mornings is a good pep talk. Most of the leaders I know in the mornings or in the afternoon during the lunch break. Quick pep talk, communication to your leaders, and addressing the problems. Last thing, the 10 steps is systemize. You want to systemize the training online. This is one of my good friends. She multiple 6-figure, actually hit 7 figures earlier this year. Jessie Lee Ward. On her pinned post, she has tags using hashtags, and she has videos for every one of the common questions that people ask. Because whether it is has to do with products or overcoming objections, and this is actually in their in the product page. Right? Anything you have to do, there's a hashtag for it, and they can search, it can find the answers. So as a leader, you're not always answering questions over and over and over and over the same question. Create a video, and then you should always have the go to do something once and you never do it again. Okay, do something once, never do it again. You record a video. You can use a software on the Mac called ScreenFlow, or on the Windows it's called Camtasia. Do a screen capture video, answer the question there, post it up, and you never have to answer that again, okay? So you're creating a system so it allows you to do the income-producing activities and create, again, income-producing activities, also creating content so you're not stuck doing admin work. Another thing about systemize, have a system, templates, celebrate success, right? Every time, and we celebrate success. It's not just like, congratulations for hitting this rank. He tells a story about it. Look, so for example, here, it's like, why would a successful realtor and property manager want to join network marketing, right? She was just freedom of time. She has 2 sweet grandbabies that she wants to see and whenever she wants to spoil rotten, right? She shares about this woman's a grandmother, and she got 2 promotions already, and she's not just, oh, congrats to this person for hitting this rank. What did they do? Share a little bit about them. Okay, it's a story because you personalize, you humanize this. Okay, so here are some common questions that I get. By the way, for those who are on here, at the end of the presentation stay, I'll give 5 winners to get a free MLM Nation hat. Okay, so send us a Facebook message, not just in the comments, but please message us on Facebook. Okay, send us a message just like you're messaging. Don't send it to me, Simon Chan. Send a message to MLM Nation because I get too many messages. You can get lost. But send it to MLM Nation Facebook message and type in the word hat in there, and then we'll give you a lucky drawing at the end. Okay, but you got to be stay to the end for the lucky drawing. So common questions. Okay, common questions we get. Number 1 is, I'm not a techie. I'm not a techie. I'm not a techie. So you don't need to be a techie. You just need to use your phone. Anyone can duplicate online. You don't need a team. Okay, you just need it. You just need a phone. Okay, you just need a phone, and you can do it. Now, if you don't know how to use a smartphone, then okay, then forget it. You shouldn't be in business anyway. Everyone I know has a smartphone. You just need a phone, and you can duplicate online. So, Simon, what if I don't have many friends? Well, great. Use Facebook groups to meet new friends. Okay, well, I share with you. Find out hobbies. Go out there, engage with people. And we talk about comment, like, add, and the message, right? Build commonality, comment on them, like, add them, and message them. But Simon, what if I'm not creative and don't have original content to create and share? So this is a big one. Some of you are stuck there. I don't know how to create content. So people, listen, your content you create does not need to be original. People listen to different sources for the same info all the time because of different reasons, right? They're looking for a perspective. Think of why do we have so many different news stations? CNN, Fox, BBC, or Reuters, Bloomberg. Why do we have so many stations? Why are there so many different weather stations out there? Because people are looking for your perspective, a different perspective, and they're listening for your story. So if you're creating content, always share your perspective, how it inspires you. Kind of like what I shared before. When you're congratulating someone, just say, hey, congratulations, this person hit a rank. Share a little about them. If you're sharing, just like maybe you learned something here, how this has inspired you. Share why it's inspired you. Maybe share like what does online have to, how does it do to inspire you to grow your business? What does it do for you, right? These are the things that people are looking for because it humanizes you, and also people want to join humans, and also shows that you are real, okay? So when you're writing content, doesn't matter whether it's from me or Jim Rohn or Tony Robbins, share your perspective on it, what it's done for you. So remember, you're born with unlimited potential. You're born unique, and you're unique and unlimited potential. Everyone has a different perspective on things. So make sure you share that. Okay, so here's a recap, 10 stages of online duplication. Number one, visualize, content creation, building your list, invite, approach, foolproof follow, art of the close, training new reps, promoting events, training leaders, and systemize. Okay, those are 10 steps. And thank you for the questions. I know a lot of questions in for the Facebook Messenger. We will go over the questions at the end. I'll be here until we answer all the questions. Cool? Okay, so by the way, those you want to win a free MLM Nation hat, send us a Facebook message. Type in hat in the Facebook message. You must be present at the end when winners announced. Also, you have a question message there as well because my team is on there filtering all the questions and sending them to me. And 3 ways to send a Facebook message: through the mobile or the desktop. Okay? Now, let me ask you, would you like me to be, before we go to the questions, something to share with you as well, would you like me to help you every day in your business? How many of you love for me to help you? Whether it's online duplication, helping you recruit and duplicate. Type in a 1 if you would like for me to help you out. Type in a 1. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you to something that's only available for the next couple hours. Okay, it's the Online Duplication Academy. So have you ever felt stuck and not know what to do? Or you don't know how to you don't know how to create content that attracts curiosity. You want me to hold your hand and help you create it. Or you run out of ideas on how to recruit more reps. Or maybe you have a team, but they're stuck and they're not duplicating. Or you want to be updated on what's working right now because online is changing so fast. We got Instagram stories, you got Facebook stories, so many things. LinkedIn just changed. You want to be updated on what's working right now, right? So, or you have questions and wish someone could help you. So this is only available to midnight, November 2nd in the U.S. time. It's MLM Nation Insider. We have been closed for the last couple of months, and we finally decided to open it, and we only open it for the next couple of hours until we close it off for 2018. So MLM Nation Insider, how it helps you, is the only MLM community focused on online recruiting and online duplication. Again, a lot of people teach you how to recruit, but they don't teach you how to duplicate. Get daily lessons on the 10 stages of online duplication, and you also have a live Q&A to help you. So who is this for? This is for any distributor who's hungry and wants to take the business to the next level. Someone who does not make excuses, and for all levels and ranks. Here's someone, Wanda. She just say she was feeling a little down. She asked me how to close her dentist. I remind her he's an S. He's extremely busy, so bring him the products and write me a check. I did exactly that, and he thanked me and wrote me a check. This training is invaluable. If you have a team already, okay, this would be awesome for your team. This is Bruno. He's out of Montreal. He says, today's team training, very happy with the results. Thanks, Simon, for the coaching. I actually took pictures. This was the best, one of the best team home meetings he's had, and that he did. Here's the leader out in Sydney, Australia, Amy. She's a full-time leader, and I'm going to have her share a few words how his helped her team.
What I love about the Insider Circle is that it's really basic stuff that sometimes I find I might be missing in my business, or I might have missed and I haven't taught my team it. And so it just brings me back and allows me to refresh again. It gives me heaps of new ideas, and, you know, one idea can be worth so much. So I want to constantly be learning those ideas, and I get them through the Insider Circle. We've taken the business overseas internationally, and I've now got a lot of content that I can go and teach my team that I can start applying that I felt like I didn't have before. I wasn't sure where to start. It's really given me a lot of clarity. I leverage that because I believe that people can learn from many different people. And sometimes, you know, when you become friends with them, you get close to them, and maybe they're not, you know, maybe not going to listen to what you say, or they need to hear it from somebody else. You might say something, but they've got to hear it from somebody else. So what I love about that is it allows them to have another mentor, and allows them to maybe, you know, hear things twice if they need to. But most definitely it gives them, okay, wow, I'm being coached by Simon Chan. This is amazing. And it gives them the confidence, it gives them the belief to go out there and build and know that I'm being coached by one of the best in the industry. So that's why I think having my team in there is great leverage, because I want to continue to build my business. And at the same time, I feel like I need someone who can coach and mentor my team and help me with that. And that's where the leverage comes in. If I'm not there, they have Simon as.
So that's from Amy from Sydney, Australia. One of the cool things she talks about, the daily live Q&A. Okay, daily Q&A, get your questions answered. I go live 6 days a week at 9 a.m. Eastern. If you can't make it, you can comment on it. I answer every single question. That's something I'd never do for anyone else. If you really want me to help you out every day, you post questions. I answer all your questions. I want to grow your business. This is someone I work with, Kenny Coleman. He's going to share about the live Q&A.
Hey, all. This is Kenny Coleman, and I'm excited to get to share with you guys what MLM Nation Insider has done for me as a network marketer. You know, one of the main things I loved about it was being able to, you know, directly, you know, kind of get to speak to Simon and get his take on a lot of things. One of the biggest takeaways I think I got that, you know, helped my business the most was getting your people wins fast, helping them get those quick successes and really get that momentum going early in their business. And that's just like one of the little nuggets that Simon has bestowed upon me with his, you know, years of wisdom from the industry. And it's helped my business a lot. And so just wanted to share with you guys what it's done for me. And I hope that it works out well for you too. God bless.
So that's Kenny Coleman. Here's another person. So by the way, quick wins. How can you create quick wins for your team? That's something for you to think about. How can you create quick wins for your team online? Like a recognition, give them recognition, give them some something they normally can get, right? Fulfillment, right? Or just like a quick three-way call. Get them to have someone that wants to look at a presentation. Be there for them, right? Especially for the first 24 hours, very, very important. Here's Ching. She's a leader out in Perth, Australia, and she's going to share a few things as well, what she has learned that helped you.
I chose Simon Chan's coach and mentor program because of referrals from friends and also uplines. And the benefits I received from the program is getting a lot of feedback and education on marketing ideas, on how to tackle a certain problem, and also just other issues that other distributors are going through and learning from them as well. And I definitely would recommend the Simon Chan's coaching program. My favorite parts of the call are the questions, because I find a lot of people have different business issues and they want to discuss it, and I can learn from that because I never thought of those questions as myself. So I like that part, the question Q&A part.
Again, daily access to Q&A. Again, daily access, and also inside insights. So daily lessons, anything from top leaders. I have top leaders pop in here occasion as well. Okay, you have access to an online library, over hundreds of recordings. Just Gerald from India, he said, I reached senior director faster than expected, primarily due to MLM Nation Insider trainings. Thanks, Simon. And you have a safe, supportive community, a no recruiting zone. So that is not tolerated. You cannot recruit in the recruit there. Also, you get connected network of other motivated distributors. Okay, you have an MLM Nation Insider newsletter. You get over 32 issues of it, that latest online marketing tips. You get discounts to MLM Nation events. I'm sure you've seen on Facebook our events that we do. You get 25% to 50% discounts. Also, people have been asking me about a shirt. You get exclusive MLM Nation Insider shirt that'll be mailed to you. we post it out to you. Again, this is all available. It closes on midnight, November 2nd. If you want, you can go to MLMNationInsider.com, and I'll answer a couple questions in a second, all right? Here's Bilal from the UK, talk about his experience. And by the way, this is, I know some questions people popped up. There is no commitment. You can go month to month, or you can get 6 months free for 1 year. But I want to have Bilal share about how it's helped him.
Insider Circle member is absolutely amazing. To be honest, I get a lot more value than I expect. You know, I didn't really know exactly what was going to come with it. My only thing was to be plugged into someone who's going to keep me accountable. That's all I asked from Simon when I plugged into the trainings. I just want someone to keep me accountable and who's going to keep it real with me. But with the Insider Circle, you get a whole lot more than that. So yes, I'm at convention at the moment, and there's a lot of information to come in. It's a lot of people, when you come away from this information and the investment I've made to come out of here, come all the way out to Salt Lake City, Simon provides that training that we get at convention ongoing, within the Insider Circle. So from the monthly newsletters that we get, that honestly, when I read, every single time I plug into any sort of training from the Insider Circle, I learn something new every single time. And the key is to implement it after that. And I guess with Simon having so much experience, all I need to do is stay plugged in. So if you are thinking about being an Insider Circle member, don't think too long. If you're serious about growing a business and you definitely want to learn more, everybody needs a mentor. You have all the successful people, whether they're sports athletes, Michael Jordan, people like that. They all have mentors, and I've picked Simon because he's also, like I said, he's very successful at what he does already.
So how MLM Nation Insider helps you, you can master 10 stages of online duplication. You get a daily Q&A with me, daily insider insights, access to online training library, access to private network of motivated distributors, issues of MLM Nation Insider newsletter, discounts to MLM Nation events, and you also get exclusive MLM Nation shirt. So this is a new member recently, right? She's been in the community. SJ Carroll, she's a six-figure earner, and she basically says, MLM Insiders has literally blown up my business and my teams, and I couldn't be more thankful. It's given us new ideas and simple process to follow. I'm loving the modules. They have become part of my morning ritual and get me set up and the right mindset for the day. The support you give to insiders is phenomenal, and on another level, every single day you're there giving live value and doing live Q&A. The support is something I've never experienced before. I love the courses in the community. I feel so welcome and be part of it. Right, so that's a six-figure earner. So MLM Nation Insider, what is it? How do you get involved? And again, we're only open this for the next few hours. It's $47 a month, or you want to get 6 months free, $297 a year. You can go month to month. There's no commitment. I can go to MLMNationInsider.com. Okay, and also you get a 100% no BS money back guarantee. So if any time you feel you did not get your money's worth, we'll refund your entire investment. But I know once you try it, you see powerful results. So here, so Vicky Parker, she's another full-time leader from Brisbane, Australia. She's been part of it, and she loves it. And also, I want to throw out one bonus for you. How many of you like bonuses? Type in a yes if you want a bonus. Okay, this is something I decided to do. We basically, some of you have our courses. We decided to give all the courses to you for free. Every course we have on our website, you get free access. In any future course we create, you have access as well. Some people have said it was just crazy to do. I actually have a coach and my mentor told me it's crazy to do because, but I just want to do it for you all. They say that I'm sacrificing future sales, but I was just like, hey, I wanted you to provide you what's to be successful. Okay, I want to, and I also want to, the reason I do the daily live Q&A, if you go through the course, a lot of times I know you go through courses, like I've done stuff where I'm stuck. So I just say, hey, I want to give you the course, and if you have questions, we have the community where you can answer questions every single day. So that's a bonus. Like some of the courses you get, like my Facebook group domination, $27 course that teaches you how to rock it in Facebook groups. My share-worthy social media course, $47 course, you get it. A co-market recruiting secrets course. You have my, and here's a testimony from Fiona Chen that talks about how co-market has helped her. My Magnetic Leadership Factory course, $97. And my time management course, you want time management, that you can get on our website, or you get it for free here. Then my mindset course, inside the mind of a top income earner. ML Empire Recipe, you want to expand to new countries. So someone asked that question, expanding to new markets. That's what it calls. You get it for free. Or you can buy it for $294 on the website. But all members get it for free. My ML Meetings Mastery, again, $297. You get it for free as well. So Here's Gerald. He says, after opportunity meeting, the tips given by Simon on conducting meetings works. Thanks, Simon. Our group is growing faster because of your training. So, and then Emma, Recruiting Mastery. Probably some of you have seen this, $497. Sometimes it's on our website, $497. Once in a while, offered for $297. You get that free access as well. Again, my coaches and mentors said it's been crazy, but I want to do everything to help you. So you get MLM Nation Insider, all current and future courses, over $3,000 value. And wait, one more thing before we wrap up, and I'll answer your questions, and we'll also choose the winners for the hat, is you have a fast action bonus, okay? The first, anyone who takes action right now and becomes a member in the next 30 minutes will get a free 60-minute group coaching call with me, okay? We're going to start the timer. It is right now 10:02 p.m. The next 30 minutes, go to MLMNationInsider.com. First 30 anyone gets started for first 30 minutes, get the free 60-minute group coaching call. That's a $2,000 value. And so what you do is log in there and then forward your receipt. We actually forward your receipt. We actually see it coming in as well. And then we'll notify you. We do a free group coaching call next week. Okay. So that's Troy Mack talking about the, Christine is a good question. If you're a member, yes, I'll definitely take care of you as well, Christine. Definitely. Okay. So Troy Mack, the last thing I want to share. Actually, I'm going to go through some questions instead. He's a big time member that recommends us. I want to go through your questions instead. I think you all know you want to take action. You guys are all winners. You're on here. First 30, any member, next 30 minutes, get a free 60-minute coaching call. Go to MLMNationInsider.com. And by the way, after November 2nd, we're not opening it until 2018. Because why? Because we want to keep it closed. We want to, we just want to keep it closed. We want to work with it. Instead, one of the cool things is I'm going to turn the webcam back on, all right? It's because it's small, I can do this daily live Q&As, all right? Okay, so we want to keep it small and not open to everyone. That's why we're keeping it closed until 2018. All right, I think now we're going to take some Q&A. And we're going to go through the winners of the MLM Nation hat. Okay, I got my hat on there, so I should be going to post them in there. I guess I'll go through some questions, and we get 5 lucky winners. So some of the questions here, again, when is the time to show people to use social media to build a business before, after they go through the list? You know what? So right now, ASAP, get people started, because if you're not teaching them, Gordon, they are going to start doing it themselves. Right? And they're going to end up doing it the wrong way. You start becoming salesy, become posting their product all over the wall on the Facebook, right? So teach them right away. And by the way, there's a course out there, the 21 common mistakes that people make on social media, distributors make that sabotage your business. That's a free course. You get access as well. Okay, that's in there. Second question, by the way, for those who are on, I appreciate you all. Okay, for coming on there, whether you become a member or not. I really appreciate you. Just awesome that, my purpose-driven life to have a positive impact as many lives as possible, and you're all in here. It's cool. And it's just inspiring that, we went for an hour and you're all here. No one dropped off. You really paid attention. So thank you all for making it fun for me. Okay, so I'm just looking at some comments out here as well. All right, so next question. And while we go through the winners, I'm going to go through the questions here. Jessica, okay. Actually, let me just put in live Q&A here for you. I want to make sure live Q&A. What time? It's from Jerica. What time the daily Q&A? If I miss it, will my questions be answered? No. So Jerica, the live Q&A is 9 a.m. Eastern, which is 9 p.m. in Manila. It is a midnight in Queensland, Sydney, I believe. But I think 3 p.m. in the afternoon in the UK. I know we have different people from different countries here. But if you miss it, just type them in there and we will answer them. Okay, and I answer every single question. Just normally we have a daily post, and then people comment in there, and I'll answer the questions. All right, and actually, let me pull up a screen to show you how would that would be cool, right? Let me show you what we actually do instead of just talking about it, so you have an idea. Here we go. I figured this would be helpful. So if you're in the insider group, by the way, you get in the insider group immediately once you request to join, and we'll get you in there. Let's see. So basically, yeah. So you have questions, live Q&A right here. So this guy asked a question right here. Live Q&A, right? You will see the screen. You post them in there, and so sometimes a couple questions. The live Q&A. This was very long. There's 8, 9 different questions there, and I go through every single question. Okay, during the day. So even if you can't make a live, we'll get to you. Okay. John, how do I automate everything? Okay, automation, you can automate some social media through a Hootsuite or Meet Edgar. But in terms of, if this is a relationship business, you do need to message people back. It's not like you just sit there, create the systems and don't do anything. You do have to. There's some tools like ManyChat, chat messengers you can do, but still, you do need to work. It's not like you're not working. Okay, I wouldn't start thinking about automation. You're in the wrong business if you think of automation. You do need to communicate with people. Okay. Are there questions in the live Q&A mostly about building online, or I can ask other things? So we are the Online Duplication Academy, but you can ask anything you want. Okay, so even though we specialized on that, that's what we focus on, but you can ask any questions because this is a relationship business. I know not everyone's building, and I'm not saying build 100% online. You still need to do your daily stuff. Like if you're doing offline, I highly recommend it. So a lot of the tips we share, the questions are related to offline building as well. What's the most badass way to reactivate sleeping downline? The best way to, it's easier to give birth than revive the dead. Okay, that's what I want to say. And you can repeat that every time. It's easier to give birth than to revive the dead. The best way to do that is, Allison, for you to perform, for you to be a leader, take action, apply what I just taught you, become a member, insider, just be kick butt, do your business, and your team will see that, right? Don't waste time. So you see, a lot of people wasting time. It's their loss, right? The next superstar, the next Allison's out there. But you're never going to find that next Allison if you try to recruit, if you try to revive people who are not good. Okay, they're inactive, sleeping. Let them sleep. Find a new leader. Okay. What is the best way to decide if your downline is worth the investment, time investment? See if they perform. Are they coachable, right? And do they do what you tell them to do? If they don't do what they tell them to do, then it's not worth it. Do they? You give them a simple task. Do they do it? Listen to this CD. Listen to this training that we just did. Do they listen to it? They don't. They give excuses. They're not really worth it. Okay? Focus on activity and the process and not on results. Okay? Because I didn't have results. It took me 2-3 months to get results. I showed you at the beginning of the training, but I had an attitude. I wanted to learn, right? So that would, you're looking for attitude. What kind of courses will I have access to as the member? Monica, you have access to every single course we create. Okay? Every single course we have as a member, everything. And any new courses you create, you have access to as well. From Prajna, if you have an existing Facebook account, but you are usually not super active, how do you start building your presence? So start creating content. Like number 2 in 10 stages, creating content. Maybe take something you learn here, right? And start sharing. Start inspire, educate, and entertain. Start sharing content. As you start content, go to Facebook or become friends with people. That's how you start building your following. Okay, it's about creating stuff that inspire, educates, entertains. Victor, do pre-text responses work, or do I differ between the conversation set? You know what? If you have like hundreds of leads coming in, which Victor, eventually you will, you can do pre-text responses. But for now, just communicate individually. And you know what? What makes it, it's a human touch, right? So if I'm messaging you, Victor, I'm not going to send you just a cut and paste thing. I'm going to, remember Clam? Comment like, add message. And the message, I want to find commonality. I'm talking, Victor, oh, you're from this place. I've been there. Oh, you live in New York. I'd love to be go to New York one day. I'll always go to the Facebook message, find something about them and build a connection. People like people in common. So find something out there to have a connection. And if you're joining someone in a group, it's easy. If you're in a running group, I know you like running too. Just talking about that. Okay, people open up as friends, not just generic message. Okay, always refer back to something posted or something from the Facebook profile. Julie, can I go month to month? Yes, you can go month to month. $47 a month. You can cancel anytime, or you can save $297. Or you can save 6 months and get $290. You get 6 months for free and get it for $297. Julie. Kanitra, how do I stay motivated? You stay motivated. Big part of staying motivation is personal development, but also be plugged into groups, right? Plugged into group, plug into your upline group, your team group, right? Go to events. If you can't go to online events, that's why, start your online events. That's why, people who are insider, they don't have a problem staying motivated because I motivate. And you have downlines needing motivation, send them here. That's my world. I'm motivated. That's why we do the daily live Q&As, the daily Inside of Insight videos to keep them motivated. Chuck, are you going to cover approaches in addition to using Facebook groups? Generally, the questions haven't been like that, but yes, we definitely could do that. Definitely can do that because I know Instagram's a big part of the business as well. Okay, but not in this training because we went over time, but we definitely could do that inside a group. How do I build in the new market, Andre? Build a new market, the easiest way is find a group in that market. So if I want to expand to, Andre, I'm not sure where you're from. If you lived in just say Oklahoma, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I'll go maybe a hiking group in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Little League baseball group in Tulsa, Oklahoma, because I'm into baseball, my kids. I'll just go there and start meeting friends, meet people. Where do these people hang out? What do you like to do? And be friends, right? That's the easiest way to do it. When I went to Philippines, that's what I do. Actually, Malaysia and Philippines, I shared like work at home. People who moms, nothing to do. Forums, there's forums out there where chit chatting. Just go there and start networking with people. Be friends with people. Okay, Jocelyn is, I'm making a bigger presence on social media, but I find it time-consuming and no results. How to draw responses so people go check out your website or want to know more? You got to go into other groups and comment and like them as well, and they will come back to you. Okay, so, okay, Jacqueline, so you got to engage. It's not just you doing content, it's a two-way. By the way, I'm going to go through these questions first, and then we're going to announce the winners. Cool? Yes? Type in a one is yes. Okay. All right, May, May, what do you have in the courses? The best course we actually uploaded it 2 times, already updated, is what's the best course to get new distributors started fast? Is 3 elements to fast-growing organizations, May. Okay, if 3 elements to fast-growing organizations, that is the one to check out. It's about a 50-minute training that covers what top earners are doing and what I also did as well to grow my 7-figure business. 3 elements of fast-growing organization. That's the course. And you get that for free as part of a member. Let's see. Question. Luis Carey. How to prospect someone like you? Build something in common. Share something in common. Share something about you that they can connect with, right? And then just ask them directly. Hey, I'm working on something super exciting. It may or may not be for you, but I want to see you be open to learning about it. Simple as that. Right? If they say, no, I'm not interested. So what? You just move on. Okay? Again, there's 1 billion people on Facebook, but build friends. Veronica, how do I run my business, still care of the needs for a family? That's covered in my time management course, which you have free access to. I'll give you one tip, is set specific times for family time. So if, one of the things I did with my kids especially, there's no business during family time, okay? So during the dinner, it's all family time. But so specific guidelines. Block off specific times. We're going to do the business and not do the business. But you can find nooks, and especially a family, nooks and crannies, different parts of the day where you can do the business. You never probably have 5 hours with kids, 5 hours to do the business. We can do 15 minutes here, 15 minutes here, in different pockets of time. Brandon says, can you briefly go over how to handle teammates who aren't following the system? Also, maybe talk about what to do if you don't have an upline available for 3-way call. For teammates who aren't following the system, I would suggest someone else to talk to them because they're probably sick and tired of hearing from you, Brandon. They need to hear from someone else. Have someone else on your team, talk to them, and get them to do that, okay? So that would, because familiar is the saying, familiarity breeds contempt. They hear from the same people. They need to hear from someone else. If it's still not coachable, then you really just can't work with them. They don't follow the system. But what you can do is congratulate them, make them feel good, right? Make them feel good. Don't insult them, but work with his downlines. Work with his team because you are going to, what you call building deep, right? Building deep. Finding someone in that organization that will be really, really good. But so dig deep. So a lot of my leaders that I built especially in the Philippines, were not personally recruited by me. I did recruit one or two, but a lot of times we weren't personally recruited, but I went deep and found the winners and started immediately mentoring them. Okay, it's about your test of leadership. From Ken, if you don't have an upline for a three-way call, Brandon, you can find someone cross-line to help you out. Okay, cross-line network within your company to help you. For Ken, for my Facebook group, I am really educating on products and health of skin. This is good use of a Facebook group. I really post about my business, should be mixing the two together. That's okay. You can start two different groups, Ken. Okay, if you're really into products and health of skin in that group, just going jamming the business right now, maybe a little awkward. I would split into two different groups, especially your product and health group can be for your customers right now. Okay, so Alma, I want to know what to do once I get my avatar, cover photo and description done and open my like page. How do I start? Do I do a welcome video? Do I get people on my personal page to follow me to the like page? Do I keep posting my personal page? I have lots of questions about this, not too many answers. So Alma, I would focus on creating your avatar and focus on your personal page first, because you can build a successful business just from your personal page, not because business page, you do need to advertise and spend money. Facebook a lot of times don't show, really create, you have a very limited reach in the beginning. So if you really want to get going, start on your personal page first, create that following before you launch your business page. Andy, and I wouldn't do both, focus on one. Okay, so Andy question, should you tell, there's a couple more questions and announce the winners, okay? Should you tell your friends and family about your MLM business? Do you have any success? Absolutely, Andy, okay? Share with them, right? Share with them about it, and the important thing is not for you to talk, for you to have someone else share with them. Tag them in a group, have your upline talk to them. If you talk to them, most of them will say no, but we hear from someone else, guarantee you most of them will be open-minded. Okay, so even for my warm market, I don't talk to them. I have my upline or cross line talking to them, because just like, our close friends and family, they remember all bad moments, right? They like my close friends and family, they remember, Simon didn't go to class, he was cutting class in college, I was not a good student. They remember that stuff. But you guys don't know about that stuff, right? You see my success. But my close friends and family, they all remember the old Simon. They don't know the new Simon. So they always hold that against you. So the way I recruited my friends is I had an upline or a cross-line friend to talk to them or send them video. I didn't personally recruit. But you definitely need to talk to them. What's the next step after opening a live page? Do I do a live welcome video? You could do a live welcome video, but like I said, I'll answer the question. Focus on your personal page first. Get traction that going before you work on your business page. And it's just say you do a Facebook Live, you can always send people to your business page. Just you do a live, you can say, hey, I'll share you 2 tips. You want a next tip? I'll share more tips on my business page. You can drive people there. But build your following on your personal profile first. What's the best app from Sue? What's the best app for Facebook automation posting? You can use Hootsuite. Really the best app if you want to invest. I think it's like $80 a month. Is Meet Edgar. That's a great tool that we use. But to start off, most people can just Hootsuite. That is good enough. Okay. What's the best way to decide if your downline is worth your time investment? I answered that question already. They got to be coachable and do what you tell them to do. And they got to be focused on activity. Would Academy be helpful to party type business? Absolutely. Actually, one of my good friends, she built a very successful online, a lot of things we teach at Online Duplication Academy is based on, she had a party type business. Okay. It's because it's still human nature. And you're basically taking the principles of party plan, principles of relationship, and taking it online. But most people are doing the wrong way. All right. So those are the questions. And by the way, this is recorded. And also, it will be available in a short while. But I just want to go over a couple of things before let's look at the winners here. I just want to welcome Ross Wood. By the way, congratulations to Ross Wood for being one of the members. You got a free group coaching call. Congrats to Ross for that. And let me go through. I'll go through it a little bit. For the people get started in the next 12 minutes, you get a free coaching call. So now the winners of the ML. Congrats to the winners of the ML Mission hat. Number 1 is Allison Skate. Allison, if you're on here, type it in. Allison Skate. If you type in the chat, make sure you're on here. Or Facebook message us directly right now, Allison Skate. Number 2, I'm going to actually type them in. How's that? That'll be easier, right? I'm going to type them in here for you all. Allison, Facebook message. Absolutely. Facebook message us because we're going to lose it. Facebook message. We're not going to lose the chat. So the winners are Allison. I'm going to type in here. Allison Skate. Please Facebook message us. And then Victor Flores, Chester Lim, and Roxy Rosales, and Alma Fielder. So there you go. Congrats. These are the 5 winners for the hat. Please Facebook message. My team is telling Facebook message us. Okay, please Facebook message. Please Facebook message us at ML Nation, and then we will get the details and get the hat out to you. Okay, so congrats all the winners. So again, thank you everyone for coming on here. It was a ton of fun. Hope you got value. I appreciate you all for being here and for really being part of this amazing profession. I really appreciate that. So thank you for coming on here. Again, look forward to seeing you on Insider. If you get started with Insider, we'll let you in the group, and you can start posting questions immediately. I'll answer your questions on tomorrow daily live Q&A. So anyway, thank you all. Thank you for making professional good light. Glad you found value here. Thank you for the comments. And over to you. Remember, we're in the profession to help others. So go out there, have a positive impact on someone's life today. And make sure you get an Insider. It closes next couple of hours. If you have any team members, send the link as well, mlnationinsider.com. God bless you all, and see you at ML Nation Insider. Take care.
What you want, down, can't none bring me down. Love is too high, bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down. Can't none bring me down. Love is too high, bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Love is too high, bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, hey, hey. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Hey, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.